Hi, I'm Mark, and today I'm going to show you how to use your reusable stainless steel pod for use in your Espressotoria machine. So just take your Podstar reusable stainless steel pod for Espressotoria, just open it up, put a few scoops of coffee in. I'm using the Podstar stainless steel scoop, which is quite handy. But if you need to pack it down quite heavily, I would recommend the tamper. So keep going till you get to the top. Now, just a tip with these pods, because we've built them so the prongs don't actually hit the actual pod itself, there's a ridge inside the lid. Now, the ridge protrudes from the lid slightly, so what you need to do is probably just do a little well at the top, just so you can screw the lid on, otherwise it could be quite tight. This is only for this particular machine, the Espressotoria. Tighten it up and you're ready to go. So grab a cup, open up the lid, pop it in. Now I recommend maybe doing 2 pods at a time. Fill 2 pods, put 1 pod in, and then put the other pod in afterwards. I only give it half a shot, so you'll see as the pod, the water is actually running through it. The pod, all the coffee goodness is in the first part of the drawer, and the second half you'll see that it actually gets lighter, so you're really only putting like hot water in there. Now these pods actually hold a little bit less than a normal Espressotoria pod, so we do recommend 2, maybe 3 if you like it really strong. Now you'll see how it's coming out at quite a good flow, it's getting quite a good crema on there. So, but don't let it go its full draw. Now I've stopped it halfway through the flow and the crema looks great. So I always use a second pod because these pods actually hold a little bit less than a normal Espressotoria pod, mainly because of the indentations that we've had to make to for the prongs, so the prongs don't actually hit the pod. So I pop another one in, and then I do another half flow. And to me that's the perfect coffee. It's got very good strength. You see how it's going through there? Again, I stop it. So then you can add milk, make a latte, whatever your preference is for coffee. So that's it for using the Podstar stainless steel reusable coffee capsule for use in Espressotoria machines. A couple of things to remember though is the coarseness of the coffee. If the coffee is ground too coarse, the water is going to flow through too quickly and give you a very watery coffee. If the coffee is ground too fine, well then the water will have difficulty actually going through the pod, and you'll notice that straight away. If there's no water coming through the pod, obviously you've ground your coffee beans too fine. A couple of ways around this is to use a stovetop grind. If you're ordering off a barista, ask for a stovetop grind. Use your own grinder and you can adjust your own settings. And but you can also buy coffee from us at Star Rico Coffee. So enjoy your capsule.